every Skyrim buddy! Well, you'll never guess where we are. We're in a cave. It's in a very creepy cave, infested by Rieklings. These are little Rieklings. Not weaklings, but Rieklings. They're certainly not weaklings at all. I mean, I've died many times. Look at that. They throw these extremely lethal spears and stick holes right in my face. But that's okay. I can stick holes in them too, see? Whee! I have a very powerful Dwarven crossbow, and I called it Dwarven Zapbartsen. Yeah, see what I just did? That added a lot of shot. Ooh, dang, he's pretty good. He ran away because his health was almost depleted. So not only are they resilient, they're also somewhat intelligent, which is not so good for us, huh? Well, let's take a look at some of these Riekling warriors, and then we'll head into the bigger chamber over there. Hey, Jazarago. Alright, let's check him out. Now, he's probably recovering his health. I think they do actually recover their health after a while. And no, you cannot throw their spears, unfortunately. I think that's something that Bethesda wanted to do with Skyrim, with a Dragonborn, but they never figured out how to get your character to throw spears. So, uh-oh. Okay. Hi! Let's do this. Haha, you miss. Hi! I love it. Hi! Now listen to the soundtrack. You hear this soundtrack in the background? This actually isn't a track from Dragonborn. This sounds like a track from Dawnguard. Yeah, it's one of the creepy vampire tracks. It is, from the castle... Oh, what's that castle called? Damn it. I've forgotten the name of the castle. Well, anyway, look at this gigantic cavern. We have a long way to go through this cave. Look how big it is. God dang it. It's amazing. And since the last episode, we discovered from E3 that Bethesda is going to produce a Skyrim Special Edition. And yes, I will be going through Skyrim Special Edition, but we're just going to add the Special Edition to this walkthrough. You know, I'm not starting over. It's completely pointless to start over when, you know, there's so much to explore still. You know, this is just... We've only explored about 1/3 of the entire game so far, so why would I start over when there's 2/3 of the game to explore yet? You know, I spent all this time working on Glorn Skullkraken. I have, you know, I'm building up my destruction again. See, this is a legendary destruction now, see? Yeah, and then Conjuration, Illusion, Alchemy. You know, I've spent a lot of time building these things up. My two-handed... I've been working on too, see, because I have that Das Daedric Arshhammer, and Sweep, and then War Master is the final perk I can grab on that tree. So we'll do that very soon too. Yeah, but see, otherwise if you start over, then you're also starting over and kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Why? It's kind of fun. I get how stimulating it is to restart a game with a new character, because wow, it's a brand new character, but then you're doing the same thing over and over. You know, the main quest gets boring after one or two times, and I've already done the main quest twice, so I don't want to do it anymore. And Glorn chose the Storm Cloaks, or as he calls them, the Stormcraggers. Hey, Stormcragger, what's up? Because we didn't like the Imperials. The Imperials, you know, they're both the Stormcloaks are unfortunately a little more xenophobic and racist than the Imperials. You know, the Imperials are more like Rome, or like the Holy Roman Empire, which integrated all the people they conquered into their army. You know, they eventually made the people they conquered generals at times, right? Yes, they did. They sure did. Hey! Oh, here he is over here. Okay, we need my Dwarven Oh! Yeah, right. God damn it. By the way, you know, down here in the corner at the bottom of the cavern, I missed this chest, so let's unlock it. Yeah, I think Skyrim Special Edition will look beautiful on PC. So I already have a visual enhancement. It's called RCRN, which is Real Colors, Real Nights, and my friend in Italy actually built it. That was his team. they are not going to do anything with Skyrim Special Edition because that's essentially, you know, the Skyrim Special Edition for PC is really just adding that kind of lipstick. I don't think they're adding anything. And then there's some new assets, you know, they populate the clutter a little bit more. Things look a little bit nicer. Yeah. The biggest upgrade is for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Uh-oh, not again. It's happening again. It's happening all over again. Okay, let's step back a little bit. Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. No, no, not again. Ah! There we go. Got him. Yeah, look, I mean, they really poke holes in me really fast. And not to worry, though, I do have a healing spell. See, look at that. Did you see what they just did? See? I heal myself up to 100, and then I can withstand one of their spears, but not two. So let's find out where that second one came from. Oh, there he is, right over there. Am I gonna get him? Ooh, got him. That was an unlikely shot, wasn't it? He was even strafing there. Okay, now he's standing in place, so that should make... Well, he's not, actually. Well, let's do this. Hoping that he... Yeah. Hoping that he moves into the field. Okay, now I think I can zap him with destruction. Yes, I can. And bzz, and bzz, Zappington. Bzz. I think he's actually regenerating faster than I can zap him. I think that's what's happening. So one more of these, and he's out of here. Get out of there. Nope. Okay, now he's running away. He's running away and chickening out. He's the brave Riekling who rode forth from Camelot. Oh, haka waka yaka chaka cha. Ouch! There. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's save that. See, I'm just quick saving. That's all that I did there. And then, while we're at it, whoops! I healed and I zapped somebody in the process. I've kind of forgotten how to use spells because it's so long between episodes, huh? Alright, let's keep looting. Lootington, Tootington. Now remember, we're here for this reason. It's called Lost Knowledge. We're here to retrieve the Black Book inside this cave. And the cave is called Bekongerike. I thought it was a Dwarven ruin. I mean, it sounds like a Dwarven name, doesn't it? Bekongerike. In fact, it could be. This could just be the entrance to a much larger Dwarven ruin, for all we know. I haven't, since I've never been in here, I don't know. Basket. No, we don't need basket. Do we need any of this? No. We are playing on Legendary Edition, but still, like, ammo doesn't have weight and such, so it's not all that challenging, to be honest. You know, I die once in a while, but other than that, not all that challenging. You know, we should... Oh, you know what would be great with Skyrim Special Edition? Survival mode. Yeah! Well, somebody has already made so many mods, but, you know, I generally don't like user mods. Except... Whoa! Did you see that? Explosion! It's a Riekling explosion. Okay, let's give them something to think about. This ought to give those suckers something to think about. A frost atronach. Yeah, yeah. Boom! Yeah, that's... Oh my god. Right. Seems how these Rieklings are so strong. Why don't we get the frost atronach going beforehand, since we know what we're up against now? And that should... Now there'll be a Riekling explosion. Come on, there's the explosion. Now, attack. That's what the atronach is for, to kind of distract them, so I can do this. See? Zap. Man, these guys. I wish Dazarga would pick a better spell. I mean, you don't do anything to these guys with just little lightning from your hands. I also reduce the volume a little bit because I know that the zapping is very, very loud. Haha. Wow, waka yaka waka chaka. Ouch. Damn it. Stop it. Okay, we need to heal. And then I need to get out of here. Yeah, and then the way I get out of here is I put my boots on and I run away. And I keep pressing... Whoops! I keep pressing the shift key, and that's not sprint. That's not what I set to be the sprint command. It's some other... Oh man, this guy's got a lot of hit points. Okay. Maybe it's time for another Atrophiegen. Before we do that, now we need more Magicka. And don't worry, I have Magicka potions. Nah. Well, that didn't give me much, did it? Oh man, we are really low on... yeah, we are really low on potions now. Okay, let's do a different one. How about Conjure Wrathman? Yeah, this guy's really strong. Good. Make me proud, Wrathman. It's a Wrathman. He should now be attacking the Wrathman and not me, because the Wrathman poses much more of a threat than I do, with lightning just coming out of my hands. Aye! I think we got him. I love their death knell. Aye! Alright. Vigorous healing. I need Magicka. Oh, sorry. There we go. Can you believe that after all this time I still haven't figured out my inventory problem yet? The Wisp Mother. I don't need to read that right now. Let's loot this area a little bit more. Oh, there's a barrel, probably with Frost Miriam. Those are ingredients. That does take up a little bit of weight, but that's alright. I'm going to dump it all at my house. I have two houses, actually. I have one in Vintern, and then I have another one on Solstheim. God, can you believe I've even forgotten the name of the... Oh, hey, what was that? What is going on? Bekongerike Great Hall. It is a Dwarven ruin. See? We were right. This cave is just like an entrance. Yep, it was just kind of like a rotunda that gets us into the gigantic Dwarven ruin. So let's see how much time we have yet, and we'll at least go in there and see what it looks like. And... Alright, so now we're in the Bekongerike Great Hall. This is probably a good place to end, so let me just tell you what I'm going to do. I know it's a little short, so I'm going to do another video tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then another video on Sunday. So you're going to get this episode, and then episode 298, and then 299 in just a few days. And then I have to think about what to do for the 300th episode. And I think... we'll probably be all the way up to episode 320 by the time Skyrim Special Edition comes out, but there's still plenty to do in the game, so maybe we'll do the Thieves Quest next. There's a whole quest line for the Thieves Guild. So if you like this one, you can subscribe to my channel. You'll get all these Skyrim videos in your inbox in 1440p resolution at 60 frames a second. That's what you should be watching this in. Okay? And add a comment and share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time in the Great Hall of Bekongerike. Thanks for watching.